Good afternoon and welcome to My Chamber TV. This week we are at the Eagles Country Club, and you know what? Doug over at the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce has done a great job, a good lineup. Got Mark McMurray here, and you are a flooring dude.
Yeah, I'm a flooring guy, yeah.
So flooring guys always amaze me.
Why is that?
Well, because it's the biggest piece of furniture in my house.
Yeah.
Right? It gets beat up, right?
Yeah.
And it gets tore up.
Yep.
And but you guys are the one that makes the house look better overall. Because you can put anything in you want to, but if the flooring's not correct, the flooring's not correct. So Flooring International of Tampa, let's talk about what all you cover with the flooring side.
Sure. So pretty much, Floor Coverings International is a very large nationwide brand. We're the Upper Tampa portion of that, right? Okay. We're the franchise on the Upper Tampa Bay area. So West Chase, Carrollwood, Citrus Park, etc. If you're in those territories, then you're right in our backyard.
Okay.
We're a locally owned and operated franchise, veteran-owned company, and we do the work where we live, which I think somewhat keeps us honest, because if I do your floors, I'm going to run into you at Publix. You're going to see me at Publix,
and I don't want to have to hide. Hey, Mark, buddy.
Yeah,
good
but
job.
we do. I mean, if you walk on it, we pretty much do it. And I've had the occasional, go out to the house, meet the customer, and then they start talking about window treatments, and I go,
wait a minute, I don't think I see window treatments.
If you're walking on your window treatments, something seriously wrong has happened. So, but if you walk on in hardwood, carpet, tile, laminate, luxury vinyl, sheet vinyl, you name it, we pretty much can handle. About the only thing we don't do is epoxy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
very nichey.
It's very, very nichey, because it's only certain place you can put it in.
Correct.
So now, is Meridian, is that your main line, or do you carry all the?
We carry, so Meridian is one of our lines. Meridian is one of our performance lines that's manufactured exclusively for us. Because we are an international franchise, we have great relationships with all the major manufacturers. Right. And then they'll manufacture products exclusively for us. So Meridian is one of our exclusive lines you can't get anywhere else.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've got 5 different lines like that are manufactured exclusively for us by some of the big boys in the industry, which is kind of nice. We like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, because I know trends change, and sometimes really quick, and then sometimes they really hold on for a long time. Right now, are we finding that the tile and the woods are the big boys?
Well, actually, luxury vinyl, since it first burst onto the market, really has taken a hit at laminate, right? Okay. When it first hit the market, it was really priced like we want to go to market with a strategy of being more expensive than laminate, less expensive than hardwood, looking and feeling like hardwood, but being waterproof, which, of course, we live in Florida, we're a swamp. we have a lot of moisture issues, and so vinyl has really kind of become the go-to product for a lot of these houses where we have moisture issues.
So I guarantee you, people at home are like, okay, waterproof or water resistant?
Big difference.
There's a huge difference. And if you read some of the product out there, well, it's water resistant. That's not really going to be good in my kitchen or my bathroom.
Yeah. So a lot of your water resistant floorings basically mean that if you put water on the surface and you spill something and you wipe it up, that's never going to damage the product. Right. Where you get into trouble, and almost all of them have wonderful exclusions in their warranty. So a lot of the warranties are not valid for standing water, flooding, and so that stuff, you get into the details of the warranty information, whether it's water resistant or waterproof, they'll have all kinds of exclusions in there that you need to, again, either you can personally research, which is a lot of fun, or you talk to us and we just answer the questions for you and we can get you the specs.
Got it.
Yeah.
Now, is carpet still?
Carpet
strong?
is huge, carpet is huge. I mean, if you think about it, if I say, hey, it's middle of the night and I got to roll out of the bed to go do something, or I heard a noise, you roll out of bed and you step onto a cold, hard tile floor. That's not necessarily what you want to feel underfoot, right? And so a lot of people like the idea of having something warm and soft underfoot. Okay. That's going to be carpet. A lot of times, second story installations, they got the kids running around upstairs like a bunch of elephants.
You want that buffer.
Thump, thump. Oh, yeah. So carpet has its place. It's about 20% of our business still.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess places like Dalton wouldn't exist without it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
drive through Dalton, it's like carpet store. That's crazy.
Yeah. I actually have my family.
Oh, no kidding.
My dad's side. My family's from Dalton, that area.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's talk about, now carpet's changed.
Yep.
It used to be, I mean, back in the day, and I had one of those houses, 1970s house, that had that shag.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but we've gone through Berbers, high piles, low piles.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah, so Berber's kind of come and gone in terms of its popularity. There's still like four dominant like fibers that are used, whether it's polyester, nylon, olefin, or wool. They're still really the same four fabrics, and everything else is just a mix of them. Fashion comes and goes in carpet and in tile and in hardwood. And so, modern trends for things that are always going to be around is going to be a mid-face weight, semi-dense, tufted carpet. That's still going to be your realtor's go-to.
Right.
That's still going to be what my flippers want to see in their homes when they're
Really
flipping a
quick,
home.
right.
That's exactly right. And thankfully, just the fibers have gotten so much better over time that orange shag we had in the 70s, right? Which I pulled some out over in South Tampa. It's still there. That fiber, which would last maybe 5-7 years now. A lot of fibers nowadays are rated for 25 or 30 years, which is longer than anybody's ever going to own their home.
Yeah, right.
So their texture retention has gotten so much better, and their stain resistance has gotten so much better. Wow. So it's pretty amazing.
And I know the same thing with the tile hardwood. I mean, that world, I remember back in the day, you had hardwood floors. You had really hardwood floors.
Yeah.
I mean, they were the real deal.
Yeah.
But it was also expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, it was crazy. But
Yeah.
now with what their materials are made out of, now it's different.
It's very different. And still, like in places like north of here, Georgia and places north, you can still have houses that occasionally get solid hardwood construction floors. There are very few here in Tampa that do. There's some over off of Central Avenue, some just beautiful craftsman style homes that actually have solid 2 1/4 strip plank and 3/4 strip plank, right? But it's really uncommon because it doesn't perform well here in our environment because we have heat and humidity
Too
in
much swell and
abundance.
shrink.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just, I mean, in one day, it could literally one day.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so especially bamboo floors, which are very, very popular. Again, not great in this climate.
Right.
So a lot of the hardwood floors now are what they call an engineered floor construction. We were laughing about this earlier, right? Whether it's kind of ply construction or opticore construction. There's a way I'm going to work that in, I promise you.
Yeah.
But we, nowadays, because they're either ply construction or different kind of core construction, they're a lot more resistant to expansion and contraction from heat and humidity.
Right.
Not impervious to it, but definitely resistant to it.
Way better.
Way better.
Okay, so if I'm watching this and I'm like, you know what, it's time.
Yeah.
How do I get a hold of you, Mark?
Well, the easiest way to do it is obviously just to call us, right? Our number 813-501-7554. That'll get you in contact with either Jenny or me or one of our call center agents who you can handle doing the booking. The nice thing about our model, John, is we come to you. You were talking about like it's the anchor of the house in terms of design aesthetic.
Yeah.
Well, very, very rarely are people not living in a house that doesn't have furniture.
That's correct.
So we come to your house and we say, look, this is a beautiful hickory, right? This is a hand-scraped hickory. It's wonderful. It's available in 9 stains. Which stain goes best with your dining room? Right. Which one goes best with your couch? Which one goes best with that antique you got from grandma, right?
Right, yeah.
So you can actually pick it in your home, in your lighting, around your furnishings, and that allows you to select. That's correct.
That's awesome.
About 80 to 90% of the time, I actually can give a quote in the home for the product for the whole 9 yards.
Wow, there you go. Mark, thanks for being on.
John,
We
pleasure.
appreciate it. Hey, look, if you're looking to get them floors done, there's your dude right there. Give him a call. He'll take care of it. They'll come out and see you, make sure it looks good, make you happy, and then you guys install it, right?
Absolutely. We
There
take care
you
of it
go.
all.
See, there you go. We'll be right back after these messages. Hey everybody, welcome back. And you know what? After you get those floors installed, but before the floors go in, they got to go out. And when they got to go out, you need someone that you can put them into, and they'll take it away for you. And that's Jerry Wilson.
Absolutely.
Two Cats hauling and dumping. Dude, I love that name. That's awesome. How you doing? Welcome to the show. We appreciate it, brother.
Thank you for having me.
So let's talk about Two Cats.
All right. Two Cats Hauling and Dumping is a family-owned small business, and we truly are a small business. It's myself and my wife. We both have 30-plus years in the transportation industry. We came up with this business because we also are real estate investors, and at times of need, when we needed to have stuff moved back and forth, it was hard to find somebody dependable. So my wife has 2 cats. I had a trailer, so she was like, hey, why don't you call it Two Cats Hauling and Dumping?
That's great.
I looked at her kind of crazy at first, and then, you know, the wife's always right, so I went with Two Cats Hauling and Dumping. So we just like to, you know, go in and help the community out. Hoarding is a very big problem.
Oh, it is.
In the world, not just in the United States. It's a problem. Doing some research, I think about 1 out of every 20 individuals or people in the world, somebody would have a situation with hoarding.
Right.
So it's a very, very serious situation. So we want to do something. I'm a clean freak. I like, you know, to be clean. I like neat. So this is kind of the business, and I'm also a dirt dabbler. I like to be out and about doing stuff and be outside. So this is kind of how I came up with this business. Keeping me involved in the community. I get to meet people. And at the same time, I'm enjoying myself.
So, okay, so I'm looking for a dumpster, right? So what happens? I give you a call, we go, let's walk through that process real quick.
All right, we keep it simple. There's no portals or anything that you need to go to. You call our number, you call the phone, 813-702-9205. We will set you up. We'll ask a couple questions to find out what to meet your needs. And then we find out when you need it, and we'll have a dumpster delivered to you. It depends on what you need the dumpster for. Some customers want a dumpster where they can do the work.
Right.
We can provide that. Some customers want a dumpster for only an hour or 2. Some customers, and they want the individual, they want the company to do the work.
Right.
Some customers want a dumpster, want you to pull up while they throw the stuff in so you can pour right back out. We meet those needs.
Wow.
So we're flexible with the customers to do what's required to meet their current needs at the situation, as long as it falls within safety protocols for the company.
So we were also talking before the show, or for the interview, and you said that you do events too. So if I have an event going on, it's a couple day event, you drop it off, we fill it up, and then the next day, or when it's over, you come get, that's phenomenal.
Absolutely. It's, you know, you have an event, you want to have something to collect your garbage in during the event, make it easier for your cleanup. Your event starts on Saturday morning, we'll drop it off on Friday evening. Your event may not be over until Sunday.
Right.
You can keep it until Monday. We come get it first thing Monday. You tell us what you need and we'll accommodate to your schedule as long as we have the capacity.
Now see, that just makes sense. And we were also talking about minimums, days and stuff like that. You don't play those games.
I know. It's if you need it for 1 day, we will bring the dumpster to you for 1 day. If you need it for 2 days, you pay by the day. And well, a lot of companies, they will tell you, hey, if we bring it to you, this is the price. You can, it's for 3 days or it's for 5 days, but it doesn't matter. You're going to pay the same price. With us, we have the daily rate, and then we charge you for each additional day, but it's accordingly.
Now, who takes care of all the dump fees?
The dump fees are included in the fee that we charge you. So say, for instance, if you needed a dumpster, we would bring you a dumpster. The price that we would give you would include 1.5 tons of waste in that price.
Okay.
If you go over that, we bill you accordingly for the overages.
Okay.
So that's how that works. And most customers, it's very rare that you have a customer that goes over. We do not deal with concrete. We do not deal with bricks, you know, stuff of that nature. So if you're just dealing with tree debris and, you know, household goods and different things, it's very rare that they will go over that 1.5 tons.
That is fun. Okay, so and you know, a lot of people go, oh, they're going to put a dumpster in front of my yard. It's not it's not what you think. It's not what you think. What is it?
That's true. We use dump trailers. We don't use in the industry what you call your typical roll-off dumpsters.
Right.
My dumpsters for our company is very professional. I don't think any one association, and they haven't yet, has said anything about one of our dumpsters being in front of their home. If you cannot have a dumpster sitting in front of your home, we can actually back the dumpster into your garage where you can let the door down and you can bring the stuff in from inside the home into the garage.
So they're low. They're low riders.
They're called low profile trailers. Yes, you're correct. So it gives us more flexibility. So that really helps with a lot of jobs, because all jobs you can have a roll-off. And the roll-offs, hate to say it, but tend to damage your pavers, your driveway.
They'll crack it.
Absolutely, because of the weight of the units.
So now what area do you cover?
We'd like to say we cover a 50-mile radius. So we cover the Tri-County area.
Okay.
It depends on the job. You know, we have traveled farther for some jobs than other, but we typically try to stay within the Tampa, Pinellas County, you know, Pasco, within the Tri-County area.
Little corners
that little circle. We try to, as most people in this area do, we try to cover that.
All right. So if I'm in Pasco, do you have to go to Pasco to dump, or do you have a facility?
It depends.
Okay.
It depends on the weight of the load. You know, familiarity. You try to go to your home base, what you're familiar with.
Yep.
But depending on how many loads we have, the size of loads, we could go to any of the facilities in the Tri-County area. It's when you have a business, really anybody, you just go and you show your ID, and accordingly, they will allow you to dump.
Now, are we paying by the tonnage, or are we paying by the load?
It depends. Okay, so.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Yes, that's a very good question. Everybody doesn't have a full load.
Right.
So you may just have a washing machine and a dryer that's old, you need picked up. Okay, I just charge you for those 2 pieces. Okay, I come pick up those 2 pieces. I have a price list. Okay, washing machine is this, a dryer is this, but okay, this is what I charge. This is what it'll be, I come pick it up. And then if you're saying if it's something that we're doing the clean out, that's when we kind of get to the point where we're charging you quarter load, half load, full load, and we'll charge you that way. Or we can just charge you, but like I said, by the pieces. It makes it better for the customer.
It's easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially if I've got an old fridge I got to get rid of, and I don't know where to take a fridge.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's not my job in the world.
We take out the guesswork work for the customer, because if you're not in the industry, you have no clue where to go to throw this stuff away or how to dispose of it correctly.
Or have a way to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's the big. Sometimes, you know, I know people left and right that's got like, I had this stuff to get rid of, and it's still sitting there because I don't have a truck.
Yeah.
I don't have a trailer.
Absolutely.
Or I don't have something to pull a trailer.
We all make excuses why we can't get rid of that excess junk. And now 2 Cats Hauling and Dumping can take care of it for you. We also do transport of golf carts. Anything that will fit in our unit, if you need it moved, that's one of our big business pieces. We do a lot of golf cart transport here in the local area, where they need to go to the shop or just move it from one location to the other.
Okay, now what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Best way to get a hold of us is call us at 813-702-9205. Or you can reach us at www.2catshauling. That's L-I-N, not L-I-N-G. It's HAULIN.com.
Brother, thank you for coming on, man.
Appreciate
hey, look,
it.
if you got stuff, gotta get rid of it.
Call 2 Cats.
Jerry's me. He's got trailers. Anyway, so stick around. We have great more guests coming on, and then we're even going to talk to the manager of this wonderful facility and the Eagles Golf Course. We'll be right back after these messages. welcome back. And you know what? Wow, we've showed you how to get good floors in your house. We've showed you how to get rid of all the stuff in your house. And now we're going to jump over to Connie Jo.
Connie Jo Russo with Superfit Kidz Foundation.
So you have, I mean, normally I would sit there, let's talk about you first. Let's talk about this first, because this is huge.
Yes, it is.
Let's talk
yes,
about
it is.
what's going on here.
Okay, Superfit Kidz is my foundation. I'm the president of the foundation. We established back in 2002. We are a 501c3, non-for-profit, and we service the needs of children and families, trying to make our world a healthier place. We as the superheroes are trying to make a difference in this world. So we're trying to teach children, as well as other role models and adults, that we have to give back. Especially when it comes to cancer is a horribly devastating disease, and these children shouldn't have to suffer through that. So we're relentless, we're on a mission, and we are definitely going to make a difference in this world. So we are doing this fundraising event. It is for the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation. 100% of the proceeds will go to the National Pediatric
show the people at home
Foundation.
that.
So this is the wonderful flyer. There's a QR code right on there. It's November 5th. And there's different sponsor levels here. You can come in as just a golfer at $100 a person. That is also going to include food. It's going to include beer, and it's going to include water. We also have different sponsorship levels.
Right.
So if you have your company that wants to sponsor,
It's a good write-off.
yes, it's a great write-off.
Right?
As well as it comes with golfing.
Oh, so if I come in and say, well, yeah, but if it's a platinum, gold, and silver, does that include the golf? You don't do that for the bronze and the whole sponsor, do you?
The whole sponsor,
Right, that's-
no. But the bronze, yes, that does come
Really?
with, it does come with two players.
Okay.
That's correct.
So now, are you looking for teams of 4 or teams of 2?
It doesn't matter. You can be an individual and you can come
Just come
in.
and play.
Yes.
That's awesome. Because
Yes.
normally you can't do that.
Yeah, well, we'll find you.
We'll
We
Oh.
will definitely make it happen.
Will you partner up if I come play with you?
Yes.
We'll partner up.
Yeah, there
We'll
we
be
go.
Team of 2.
That's right, John.
Can you play golf?
I can play a little.
I used to play, not anymore. I'm the guy that makes sure the groundskeeper keeps their job. Just saying. Just saying. So
It is a great sport, though, and
It
this is
is.
certainly for
now,
very necessary cause.
It's a shotgun start at 1:30
it
at
is.
Chichi Rodriguez.
It's at Chichi Rodriguez.
And that golf, what a great little golf course that is.
Oh, it's a beautiful golf
And
course.
they love charities.
Love
Well,
charities.
they're a 501c3. They have a school, correct?
That is correct.
So they
So they
live in that world.
They live in that world, and we help them out a lot. We go over there, for their fundraising event. Superfit Kidz supports Chichi Rodriguez. Wonderful people. James Poulter is the CEO over
Right.
there. He's amazing. And we're just glad to have our fundraising event there, this golf tournament.
Let's talk about Super Kids,
Yes.
Superfit Kids. That's your charity.
Superfit Kidz is my
let's
charity.
Let's talk about that. What does that do?
Yes, Superfit Kidz, we are trying to teach children and families how to be healthier. So it's through exercise, proper nutrition, and
Wait a minute, I gotta eat right.
yes, we do.
The kids gotta eat right.
Yes, we
What an
do.
amazing thing is to have the kids eat right.
Yes.
Because no more McDonald's.
No, we try to, of course, we
I
can't
have one
totally
more?
eliminate, we can't totally eliminate, but what we need to do is we just need to encourage healthy, balanced meals. Of course, lots of water. Of course, water's our number one.
Okay.
But yes, we have to teach them how to exercise. We teach children awareness
Okay.
of the muscles being worked, so they get full benefit of the exercises that they're doing, so they understand that mind-body connection.
A little less of this
Yes,
and a lot
that's
more
correct.
of that.
Yes, that's
Even
right.
if golf for kids, I think every kid should learn to play golf.
Yes,
It
they
teaches-
should.
It teaches them patience, right? Gets them out there, let them walk, get some sunshine, get some of that vitamin D going.
Oh, that's
thinking,
essential.
There's strategy. Golf is not just go hit a ball and go, oh, hey, it's work.
That's right. It's work, it's, you're right, it's focus, it's timing, it's, and then it's that whole, there's a social component to it as
Yes.
well. So, you know, we have to be interacting with other people and
Right.
yes. And then of course, like with my charity, with Superfit Kidz, you know, we're teaching children how to help other children, you know, from very young. They have to learn that other children are in need, you know, and who knows, it could possibly be any of us. So we have to,
Right.
teamwork. It's teamwork to make a difference in this world.
Now, do you work with the children in groups, or do you do one-on-ones with the families? How does that work?
Both.
Okay.
Both. So individuals as
Okay.
well as groups as well.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
And they can so when they get a hold of you and go, hey, I got a family, and then I want to kind of get them on board. And do you find the kids that are always, do they just go, oh yay, we're gonna get healthy? Or does it like we got to work with you a little bit? And
You know, I try to always make it fun for them.
Well, yeah,
So
of
yeah, you know,
course.
it's always the person, you know, and everybody who works with me, you know, we have great personalities and we're pretty energized people. So it's about uplifting one
Right.
another and trying to help. We're going to make it fun. We have to make it fun. So yeah, sometimes they come in with a little a little apprehension,
Right.
a little resistance, but then they realize, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. And we
Right.
do really fun things.
Right.
You know, it's you
So,
know, the different
on a-
exercises.
let's talk about some of the exercise. What's the typical session like?
Yeah, so I try to incorporate different things into the workout because I've been doing this for so many years. I've
Well,
owned
look at
gyms.
you. You're very thick.
Thank you.
I would follow what you said.
Thank you so much. But yeah, we try to, I incorporate, because I have a history of martial arts training. So we do some martial arts, we do some kickboxing, because I was big
Nice.
into that for years.
Right.
Of course, the weight training, understanding our muscles, the mind-body connection. And then, of course, we do superhero moves.
Oh wow.
So, you know, we got to make
Gotta
it
stick
fun.
that
We got to
landing.
be, exactly. And, you know, it doesn't matter how young we are or
Right.
how old we are. You know, it's all about awareness and fun.
Right.
And we've got it. It doesn't matter. You can be older. You can be, believe me, I've had people in their 80s and 90s and they love working out with me. So, yes, they do.
See,
so
it's-
we're super fit adults as well. That's it.
I'm trying to get there. So
So
how,
you have to work out with me, John.
You'd probably kill me. But I'd be willing to
Well,
go.
slowly. Yeah.
Yeah, just saying. So how do we get a hold of you to get involved with this wonderful charity golf event?
Okay, so my information, I let all my information be, you know, accessed through either my website,
Okay.
which is, again, I think it's going to be on the screen,
be.
www.superfitkidwithazfoundation.org. .org. And then, of course, my cell phone number. I give out my
You're
personal.
giving your cell phone?
Yes, I do. Yes, so
That's
it's out
stalker
there.
world there. You got to be careful.
It's out there. So
Okay.
727-992-1696 for any details, any way, any questions that you might have about your children. I help families, but for this event specifically,
Okay.
please contact me if you would like to be a sponsor, if you would like
Okay.
to golf. If you would like to give a gift certificate, a raffle basket, if you would like to come out and volunteer, or if you just want to come for the party and come hang out with us.
Parties are good.
Yes, yes.
Are you filling up quick?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
you
yeah,
better
we
hurry
are.
because if you don't, you're not going to be able to get it. And this is what a great. I mean, the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation, awesome. They're awesome.
Yes, they are.
I know a lot of them, and they're awesome people.
Yes, yes. And there's no, and again, we will not stop until we find a cure for our children and that they don't have to suffer through this horrible disease, cancer.
Connie Joe, thanks for being
Thank
on.
you
We
so
appreciate
much.
everybody. Hey, look, stick around, go get us some drink. We got one more. We've got more guests coming on. Doug's done a great job. He's knocked it out of the park. We'll be back after these messages. right, everybody, welcome back. And you know what? I keep telling you, Doug gave us a great line. And you did a great job. What a great lineup today.
It's a great location. I'm watching people behind us going by in their golf carts, and I'm a little jealous.
I'm like,
I got my clubs in the car. You want to just cut this right now?
Okay, let's go. We'll be back after this. No. So, dude, the chamber, you guys are, holy cow.
Yeah, we're just getting ready to ramp up. We kind of took the summer off a little bit because of the rain and things like that, and just the heat. It's been so hot this summer. But we're doing second Fridays. We started that last month, and so we're... The funny part is, you say, hey, you want to be part of Second Friday? They go, when is it?
Right.
It's the second Friday. It's
maybe,
right in between the first and the third.
Maybe we don't want you part of that. No, I'm just kidding. We don't want everybody a part of that, but sometimes you go,
Yeah.
Gotta shake your head. Go,
But Second Fridays, we started again. We started that last year, pretty successful. You know, a little bit different than Dunedin and Safety Harbor. Theirs are great, but we don't really have a main street. So ours is more of like a neighborhood community party next to City Hall. And, you know, we have food vendors, we have music. We have, the one thing we have that the others don't have is car show. So Pinellas County Jeep Club has been part of it every month, and then we have the, I don't know what you call them, they're the little rice burner cars.
That's what I call them.
That's
Fast and Furious cars.
Yeah. So they come out in force. So,
dude, I've seen them before, and when one show up, 100 show up, or if not 300. It's amazing how many of those there are.
Yeah. You tell two friends, you tell two friends.
Yeah, and it's just like boom.
I remember.
Then all you hear is me.
And they put some money into these cars.
Dude, lots of money.
I don't know anything about cars, but it was some high-end Acura, and then he put $40,000 more into it.
You think Jeep owners put money into their Jeeps? Nothing compared to what these rice burners are.
Yeah, it was crazy. I remember the first time that we had the Jeeps come, I wasn't sure what to expect, 20, 30, 40. So I'm literally loading the cooler. And so what they do, Guard, who's kind of the head guy, what they do is they queued up at the movie theater up on Tampa Road, and then they come rolling in, and they did the same thing for Oktoberfest. But I'm leaning over the cooler, and all of a sudden I see this barrage of Jeeps coming. 125 of them came.
100 plus, always.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a Jeep thing.
Yeah, and they jump curbs.
Just
and
empty every pocket, baby. Just empty every pocket.
And then they have Tupperware tubs of the theme, Halloween, Christmas, 4th of July, what they're doing. They decorate them up, and they're kind of a...
But speaking of Oktoberfest...
Yes, see how I did that?
Ooh, you're good.
So yeah, we do. We have Oktoberfest coming up. Look at there, Oktoberfest, Tampa Bay Downs. We actually used to do it in Oldsmar, but it unfortunately got so big that we had to move it to Tampa Bay Downs. It's October.
And even there, you fill it up.
We fill it up.
Oh,
yeah. So this year we have a carnival. We have vendors. We have a tent that holds 900 people.
You gonna have any beer?
I think we might have some beer, actually. So we used to get beer like Warsteiner or German beer, but now we've teamed up with the local breweries, Big Storm, Tampa Bay Brewing, and Dunedin Brewery.
Nice.
We just did a Jolly Trolley to all those to check the beer out. But so they are actually providing the beer, keep it local. So it's really great. And then we have this gaudy, 5-foot tall trophy that will hold one of their taps.
Yep.
And so what happens is, I can't remember how much they are. You can buy a laminate. And I think it gives you 10 beer samples, 10 8-ouncers, so you can go around and try all their beers, but then you get to vote. And so on Saturday night, we'll present the award for the best beer. Doesn't mean that they're better than the others.
I think all three of them have a German
They're all
style.
making, they're all making German beers, and so it's great. So.
Keep going.
Yeah, so we got the German beers, and Sunday is always a huge hit.
Yeah.
We have wiener dog races.
That's the funniest thing in the world to watch.
They-
I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's kind of fun. And I'm not laughing at them because they're falling down. When they go,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like they just get right and go.
Most of them.
Yeah.
There's always one that comes out of the gate and just sits down.
Yeah.
So,
So I don't want to do this.
and they all have some squeaky toy or something that they entice them with. But the families, it's like NASCAR for wiener dogs.
It
I mean,
is.
they have trailers, they have
Yeah.
playpens, they have strollers. It's just, I mean, it's amazing.
It is amazing, and it's like a little cult. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I think
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
But we're running out of time, so let's talk about some other stuff you
Well,
got
I
going
also
on.
want to say what we're doing here is, don't forget, we have log sawing, stein holding,
Oh yeah. The
keg
events.
hurling.
Yep.
Keg hurling is knock wood.
Is that when you drink too much and you hurl over the keg?
That's some people, but this is the one where we have an empty keg,
Right.
and you basically, men and women, we probably get about 30 men, 30 women, and you throw it as far as you can. We haven't killed anybody yet, so thank
Yeah.
goodness, you know, but that is a crowd favorite. And,
That is fun.
And it's funny to watch the guys that are really big and think that they can throw it a mile, and they want to spin. We can't let you spin because
No.
there's no telling where that's going
You
to
just
go.
got to chunk it.
You can chuck it that way. You can go between your legs. A lot of them, the hot shots, want to do it backwards and throw it over their head, but they've probably been drinking and they don't time it right, so they throw it and it hits like 3 feet behind them.
Right,
So
yeah.
so that's always, and log sawing, that's a fan favorite. You know, we haven't lost any digits yet. So,
digits.
but yeah,
Call me
so
Stumpy.
so that's always, and of course stein holding. I think, you know, it's a big, what are those, quarts? The big beer.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, and full of beer, and you hold it, and we're pretty tough on them. But I think the ladies, the lady winner beats most of the men.
Really?
Yeah, they can hold it.
Well, we're used to doing this,
Yeah.
not this.
Yeah. So they,
Okay.
I think the record time was like 9 minutes last time.
Oh my God. I don't do anything for 9 minutes. All right, we're running out of time, Doug. Let's
So
talk about
this is
one.
this is something that's new. It's coming in November. I can't see the dates. November 18, 19, and 20. This used to be put on by the city, and it was a one-day event. The chamber does such a great job that
Yeah.
we've taken it over. It's similar to Oldsmar days, you know, where we have a carnival, we have car shows, we have vendors, we have music, but we kind of mixed it up this time, and it's
It's a
now
3-day event this time.
3-day event, and it's
Whoa.
blues, brews, and barbecue. So
I'm in.
yeah, we
I
got
volunteered to be a judge.
of whatever it
I'm
is.
just saying,
So,
right.
and then Saturday night is the big fireworks display that normally goes about, I don't know, 26 minutes, something like that. So it was great every year, and it was still good. I said it started with just gangbusters. And
Oh,
then,
that's right.
And then it, you know, it kind of went in the middle, and then it got to the end. Well, apparently the software loaded backwards, so it started with the finale. But you gotta love it. It was all automation, but it was just backwards.
wrong
So I
with
tried to hack the Wi-Fi one time, but
Good
that
for
didn't
you.
work out. But so the chamber's really busy. Of course, we got nonprofits.
And you got a lot of
that-
sponsors that are going there.
yeah,
That's really nice.
Tampa Bay Downs, yeah, Nielsen, they've all Power Clean. Our corporate support is huge for the Chamber of Commerce. So we just crossed into 500 members, so that's a great thing. And we've
job.
got 38 nonprofits, one of which you spoke to earlier. So
Yes.
that will be great. And so always doing good work for the community.
Yes.
And a lot of business events that we do too.
Yep.
Social. We like to socialize and we like to drink.
Nothing wrong with that. That's how you get business done, right? So then we got one more little quick thing right there.
Oh yeah, November 5th.
November 5th?
November 5th. We've teamed up with Tampa Bay Brewing Company, and right next to City Hall, they're going to have, it's called the Badass Beer Fest. And I think they have 65 breweries from around the country that are bringing their special beers, and you buy a ticket and you hang out. And I think it's like noon to 5 o'clock. So that's huge. They're expecting 1,200 people at that thing.
Sponsored by Uber.
Yeah.
Not yet, but it should be. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah, and actually it's sponsored by Kidz Pedal Power, one of our nonprofits.
Yeah, that is a great church.
So
That is absolutely
I'm glad you
phenomenal.
reminded me of that. But
Yes,
Tampa Bay
yeah.
Brewing Company,
Yeah,
they're
talk about
good.
this.
Major and the guys there. So
And it's going to be on a second Friday.
it's on a Saturday. So
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, that's second Friday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, I'm reading. I'll be okay. I'm reading stuff over there I shouldn't be reading. Anyway, so thanks for being on.
Yeah, thank
we gotta
you.
go. We'll be right back. Go grab a beer. Hey, enjoy. Grab some wine. We don't care what you drink. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, welcome back. And you know what, Doug, saved the best for last.
Always.
Eric Levin, how you doing, everybody?
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, brother. So, this is a beautiful facility. I played here myself. I understand it. I love this place. I've been here in a while, so it's good to come back. So let's talk about the Eagles Golf Club.
Yeah. So we got a lot going on. We got 36 holes of golf, which is wonderful if we're having big tournaments.
Yeah.
We always have availability for public play. We've got a fantastic restaurant with a full menu, pizza, New York style pizza.
We'll come back to that
We're gonna come back
because
to
I
that.
like
Yeah.
pizza. I'm a pizza guy.
It's good pizza. We also host parties, events, golf tournaments. You name it, we can pretty much do it. Weddings.
Did I see you also hold networking groups here as well?
We do, yeah.
I get the BNI.
We have BNI. We have Chambers doing some things here as well.
Right,
Yeah.
and Chamber.
I know.
Gotta watch that Doug guy. Just saying. So there has been some changes.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's talk about some of the changes.
Sure. So Exude Hospitality has purchased the club
Okay.
back in May. We own we own the one course. We manage several others. We've had as many as 100 in the past. So lots of golf courses we've managed or owned. A lot of expertise in the field. Hundreds of years of experience between everybody involved, which is
Right.
nice. So we kind of know what we're doing. I think.
I came in. There's been some big improvements.
Absolutely. We've
Not
put-
saying it was bad before,
Right.
But new
Yeah,
improvements.
no, the golf course needed some help. Some of the tee boxes had become small and rounded, so the forest course especially. So we took basically July, August, and most of September, and we rebuilt all the tee boxes on the forest course. We also rebuilt both of the putting greens, the practice greens, and the driving range.
Okay.
So that plus, all new golf carts. When we got here, the golf carts were 4 or 5 years old. The batteries had started going bad. As everyone knows in Florida, when you play golf, it's an electric cart, and those old batteries tend to go bad pretty quick.
They do.
So we had a lot of carts that were dying, and while people were out playing, and that's never a good look.
Then
So-
you become
yeah.
a walker.
Yeah, exactly. So between golf carts, renovations, some improvements in the clubhouse,
Right.
we spent over $500,000 so far
Wow.
in 5 months.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
And because of all these new improvements, that gives you the ability to host some really nice big corporate events. Or if I've got a charity event you guys do, let's talk about some of those.
Absolutely. We host golf tournaments, private parties, any type of corporate event you want. We even host, like Port Tampa Bay has their golf tournament here. They have
okay.
288 players, plus all their volunteers and sponsors. And we do lunch and dinner and breakfast for all of those. We host, chamber events, birthday parties, anything down from 5 people to 300 people we can host. And we do all of our food in the house. We have a brand new chef who's fantastic, and all new menus and all kinds of good stuff going on.
So now that we're on food, let's talk about the pizza.
Pizza's awesome.
Because I hear that. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, so it is true New York pizza. We
Okay.
actually have a filtration system called a New York water maker.
Oh, okay.
And it actually takes your tap water, puts it through a filtration system, and actually spits out New York City water.
Have you ever drank New York
It's
City water?
terrible,
It's the worst
but
water
it
in the
makes
world.
the best pizza.
But it does. What is up with that?
Pizza, bagels, donuts,
Oh,
anything with bread, that
bagels.
water is just
Yeah.
amazing. And it is a tremendous difference when you're talking about a pizza crust versus, the tap water that comes out versus what that New York
Right.
water maker does. You put those pizzas side by side and there's no comparison.
We should have, if I'd have thought about this, we
We'd
should
have one made,
Oh
yeah.
my God. So is it the thin?
Thin crust,
Oh,
yeah.
see,
Yep. True New York style.
That
Yep.
is the true New York
Yeah.
style. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
fold it in a little snap
Yeah.
pop on it.
No conveyor belt pizza ovens. We have a true stone pizza oven, and it's,
I was gonna say,
yep,
do you have
it's
the pizza
awesome.
oven?
Yeah,
So that must have that was one of those new improvements.
that was, yeah.
right, because
Yeah.
those things are not cheap.
Yeah. So along with the pizza oven, we put a food trailer out. The forest course does not come back to the clubhouse after the ninth
That's
hole.
right. That's right.
Yep. So we put a brand new trailer out there that can make anything from burgers to sandwiches, and it's a full kitchen out
That
there.
is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what other things do you guys doing at the golf club?
Well, again, we've kind of done everything. We've got a smoker. I mean, it's you
Whoa,
name
whoa,
it, we
whoa.
can do it.
See now you went from pizza
Test smoking barbecue.
I got a smoker.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know you were doing barbecue
Yeah.
and smoked meats out there.
Yeah, we can do it all.
So now, what time does the restaurant open?
So we open Monday through Thursday, we open at 11, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 a.m. We're open to either 8 or 9, depending on the day of the week. We also do delivery in the community. So within the Eagles community, we can deliver food, yeah.
Okay.
Outside the community it gets a little hard because we do it with a golf cart.
Well, yeah,
They don't like us driving the golf
That's like
carts on
staying
the
on a
road.
resort somewhere going,
Kinda.
hey, I want a pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, be right there.
Right. So the nice thing is we can take shortcuts through the golf course. So if
them.
you live in the community, we can pretty much get to your house in 5 minutes.
That is excellent. Now, you have a full pro shop here too, right?
We do full golf shop, full golf staff. Tons of merchandise, a lot of golf balls, a lot of golfers.
A lot of,
Yeah.
so I have to say that back in the, it's probably been 15 years since I played here, but I've played this course a lot. I was with other companies and we would do a lot of charity events or corporate events or stuff, and I always loved it. But the misnomer, right, is that if you don't live in the Eagles, you can't play on the Eagles. That's not right,
That is not correct. The gate is very accommodating. It is a gated community, so we do have that interaction.
Right.
But if you just come to the gate and say, "Hey, I'm going to play golf," okay, just take your name and number down, and off you go.
What's the best way to make tee times?
So website is always the best.
Okay.
www.eaglesgolf.com. You can always call. Calling's easy as well. Golf shop's always staffed. Phone numbers on the screen. But yeah, it's really simple. Facebook, you can always contact us through Facebook.
Really?
Yep. You can search at Eagles Golf.
Okay.
And we'll pop up. Be careful, there's a community page and a golf course page, so make sure you get on the golf course one. But we're pretty accessible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
we
so-
do have some memberships, but most
As
of
I
our
say,
play is
you
outside
do
play.
offer memberships,
Yeah, we do.
right? Okay, so now it's snowbird season.
Yep.
Is that a big fluctuation for here, or does it kind of stay steady due to the fact that?
We stay busier than most places do in the summer.
Okay.
Obviously, there is, obviously a downturn in this,
Right.
come May and June. Wintertime, it's busy. It's a busy place. We definitely recommend tee times.
Like call ahead,
Call
don't
ahead,
just show
for
up.
sure.
Hey, can I play today?
You can,
Which I've done
but
that.
you're going to wait a little bit.
Yeah. I've always, I was a player back in the day. I would just show up and go. Anybody need a fourth? And I would sit at the bar and go,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
I just wait. 'Cause-
Hey, there's nothing wrong with having a beer while you wait.
or while you're playing, or after
Right.
you're playing.
Yeah.
Or, it is what it is. Right?
Yeah, beer
So
carts out there constantly. Yeah,
You have some pretty beer cart people.
we do.
I have to say. I know I'm not supposed to say that, but I'm telling you, it is. But the staff here is absolutely phenomenal. I walked in and and I was greeted by the young lady.
Kate?
Oh yeah, she was. She goes, got you set up. No one get you where you're going to be. It's all good. You need some coffee and water. I'm like, wow, they actually like us.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
kinda
right?
cool, man. Because most time you walk in, they're like, oh god.
Not something else.
You're going to eat up 4 hours of our time.
Yeah.
Sorry, but so tell me about where you're located, because we got about.
So we're technically in Odessa. I think we're closer to Oldsmar. We're right near Tampa Bay Downs Racetrack. We're only about 5 minutes away.
Right.
The easiest way is Racetrack and 9 Eagles Drive. That's usually the closest cross streets there. But the address 16101 9 Eagles Drive, Odessa, Florida.
It's a beautiful. Eric, thanks for being on.
My
This is
pleasure.
absolutely phenomenal job. Phenomenal job.
Last plug is if you want to have a golf tournament, if you're looking at doing something for your company, for your charity, we have a seminar coming up on October 26th.
Oh,
it's
nice.
put on by the GTA. I can't talk today. GTAA, Golf Tournament Association of America. They're coming. They're putting on a seminar for free.
Okay.
All you have to do is contact Kate at the phone number. She'll get you registered, and you'll learn how to put on the best golf tournament you've ever put on.
Phenomenal. Thank you, brother.
Awesome.
Hey, thanks for watching today. We really appreciate it. I know you have all of this stuff that you can go and watch and do, but you stuck around with us. We appreciate that. We'll see everybody next week on My Chamber TV.